Mic check. This is the Topical DJs podcast for our third episode, keeping it consistent, keeping it rolling. I am one half of the host, DJ Big J, with my partner.
DJ Iron Mike here.
And we're here again, Stereotypical DJs podcast. Once again, this podcast, stereotypical.
We are talking about stereotypes.
With
stereotypical.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's where it got me.
Yeah. It's a tricky word play.
Yeah, man. It's not your typical DJ podcast. Like we are DJs, very seasoned. For those who are just checking in, shout out to our viewers and our listeners and those who've been riding with us, waiting for us to get this thing started, and we're staying consistent. Feel me?
That's key. Consistency is key, man.
It is key.
So thank you to everybody that's been checking it out. Thank you for all the feedback. Leave some comments. We need some more comments on our videos. So if there's anything in the episode you agree with, disagree with, want to add something to, feel free. It's there. So definitely drop some comments on our episodes. What'd you get into this past weekend, Big J?
Man, I was at one of my favorite places. Good old Chesterfield Inn.
Chesterfield Inn.
Oh yeah. Chesterfield Inn, Chesterfield, New Jersey, which is I feel that this place is the reason why we do what we do. As far as the Stereotypical DJs podcast.
One of the reasons for sure. Yeah.
One of the reasons, because the experience of being literally almost sometimes the only black guy in a bar, which no means saying that this bar doesn't get or serve black. That's crazy. Like Chesterfield Inn, like they're super cool, super down to earth. Like, it's a bar that you will walk into if you have never been, and depending on your upbringing or where your usual places to visit, you'll probably walk in and assume that I'm not supposed to be here, but nah, bro. We're supposed to be there because you get black, white, Spanish. You get a mix.
For sure.
Everybody looks like they're from the town. It's a small town. It's a small town bar. Great food, bar and restaurant. I'm not going to drop them down to that. But I was there. Very interesting night. Very interesting night, in a good way. I played more country music than I thought I would.
Wow.
Play more country, but it was and then towards the end too. Usually I get it knocked out in the front, but some of the young ladies that was there, some of the regulars was like, "Can you play this? Oh, can you play that? Can you play this?" I'm getting praises from people saying you rocked it. What surprised? I just noticed this.
Okay.
And no disrespect to E40.
Wow, you're talking country music. I didn't expect
country music, then straight to E40, because it's like, I know when I play Big Sean's, I don't mess with you.
Yes, that'd be the edited version, right?
Yes, we usually cut it before E40.
Okay.
I don't know about you.
Yeah, I don't think I usually get to the E40 version. We're on the East Coast, and out here in Central Jersey, it's not a huge E40 following. On the West Coast, they'd probably have a problem with you if you cut off E40, right?
Right.
Out by the bay.
Bro, I've seen so many white girls rap E40's verse word for word. Like word for, I couldn't even rap. I don't even know how his part starts. Again, E40's a legend. Ooh. Yeah, you know what I mean? Ooh. But as you in and out. So you read your crowd where you have the stereotype. And like you said, where he doesn't have a big presence around here.
You wouldn't expect that.
For word. And I'm talking into it, not just rapping and just sitting there mouthing no. Up, dancing, bad news. Like, I mean, like they're going in. And I had like it was on New Year's Eve when this happened, first time. And Shorty, she was E40. Her
Wow.
mom, cause they came out with the parents for dinner, then the parents left. Her mom looked at me and was just like, I'm like,
Like she didn't expect it.
no, neither one of us expected it. But nah, it was definitely a great night. The bartenders are great, bouncers are cool, the crowd is cool. Bro, I played Creed, finally played Creed.
Oh boy.
Um, I was blending more. I was I was in my bag, man. I was in my bag. It wasn't the usual making them twerk and dance, which they did. But
So you're all over the map. But no,
I,
I'm gonna take your advice on, is it IDFWU? Um, I'm gonna play that. I have the second installment, not expected to do originally a second version of this party, but I'm doing another 2016 night tomorrow night at Huey's nightclub at Rutgers. And I believe that that would fall into the 2015, 2016 zone. Because for 2016, you can't just play 2016. You could still play some 2015 and maybe a little bit of 2014 because those songs were holding over into that year. They were still
absolutely.
popular.
What a year.
Uh, yeah, crazy.
What
Um,
a year.
yeah, man. Chesterfield Inn. Um, this is perfect. That's a perfect situation. You're a black DJ in a predominantly white bar. I just this past Saturday night had a birthday party in Philly with a predominantly black crowd, if not 100% black crowd. Uh, and this came courtesy of my boy Cole. Shout out to my man Cole Sweeney. We go back to Faith Christian School. Shout out to all my Faith Christian School heads from back in the day. My man Louis Rios, Stephen Tucker, Brian Williams, Chris Davenport, all those guys. Dan Tyler.
Damn,
Um,
major shout out.
yeah, man. I feel like when I look back at my like musical genesis, right, past me being a young kid watching MTV or whatever, I feel like being around those kids and hanging out with them, being on the basketball team, that they, kind of took me in, and that was like when I really got into hip hop, you know.
Mm,
And it was such a huge thing in the early 90s, and we're going to talk about 90s rap a little bit later in the show today, so that's a nice little segue. But
yes,
let me
sir.
segue backwards. So Cole Sweeney, he actually hit me up, or he had referred me to a girl named Chanel about 3 years ago for a birthday party in Willingboro, right? Willingboro, New Jersey. Shout out to Willingboro.
Shout out to
Uh,
the borough.
yeah, man. So I do this party, and nobody there knows who I am. It's only Cole, and he's not even there. So I go to set up and everything. I come in, and I'm me, right? I got I got my like sweater with the tie. Yeah, got some Nikes on, whatever. Yeah, I'm all right, but not like I'm me. Like I said before, I walk in, and the first person that greets me at the door is a woman. She introduces herself, says, "Hi, I'm Claudette," and I look at her like I'm like Claudette, Willingboro. I'm like, oh,
I know
that's
you.
Claudette. Or I know who this is. And she had on like the Erica Badu joint on her head, and she was helping set up and decorate the party. So I wasn't like 100%, but I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's Claudette Ortiz from City High, right? But I didn't
Oh,
say, I didn't fanboy or nothing. Um,
not out
and
loud.
no, but I put two and two together.
Right.
But I still kind of I wanted confirmation, so I set up my gear. They're decorating, her and a couple friends. So I started leaning into like just some chill music or whatever. And I'm playing like some Jaheim and Music Soul Child and just some good like Jill Scott, like late like I'd say late '90s, early 2000s R&B.
Yeah.
And I can hear her and her friends, even this dude, yeah, real cool dude, like amazing singing voice. I'm like, okay, all right, they're singers, all right, they're singers. This, all right, everybody can sing here. Yeah, I think I'm on the money. I think I know I think I am correct about this, right? So I said, before I play a City High song to let them know that I know, I'm going to throw on an Ashanti song. I said, because I feel like most R&B artists are like Ashanti just has such a bad reputation as far as like singing ability goes. And we love her records, right? Ashanti's had some good records, but
Shout out to the
we
studio.
shout out to the studio. Definitely helps, right? However, yeah, there's a lot of memes out there. There's a lot of just, you know, bad opinions when it comes to Ashanti's overall talent. So I was like, let me throw on a Ashanti song. And if they don't sing it, then I am 100% right. I think I put on, I don't know, Happy or something like that, And I put it on, or it might have been Rock With You, whatever. And, oh, baby.
Yeah.
And I'm listening. Nobody's singing.
Mm.
Nobody is singing this song. And I was like, okay, now it is time to slide. Mind you, the party's not started. This is just a little like psychology game I'm playing with people. Like,
Hey,
I'm
listen,
crazy. I'm a psychopath.
DJs will understand. For our non DJ listeners, you guys might not understand, but we do play games when we're behind that board. Don't think DJing is just pressing buttons and picking the next song from our playlist. No, our brains are churning before we even get to the gig.
Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of psychology. So I said, okay, all right, I'm gonna drop Caramel. Now, Caramel is one of my all-time favorite R&B songs. Like every R&B party I play it. I love that job. I know City High were more famous for What Would You Do?
What would you do if your summer's at home?
that was a bigger crossover hit.
What would you do?
But Caramel, I love that record. So I throw it on and just drop it. And you start to see it was almost like a pin drop. And they start to look around, like they're across the room, like hanging up banners and decorations, and they're looking at each other. They go, hey, do you know? Like, do you know that that's her? And I'm like, come on, of course I know.
Do you know?
Now let's explain the reality of the situation. Okay. Now, first of all, it's key that they didn't know who I was. So let's just get that out of the way, right? Number two, it said I'm white. And then number three, it's white, and I lean on the nerd. If if you had a scale, right? I guess I lean kind of nerdy, right? I'm not
Mike,
DJ.
You lean nerdy.
As hard as I could try, I will never be as cool as DJ William H. DJ William H is the coolest white DJ on the planet. He's not even white, man.
He's not even white.
Remember in Space Jam? What did Bill Murray say? He goes, Larry is clear. Like,
yeah.
if there's any, William H is clear, right? So I'm not that. I'm not Jay Ski. Jay Ski is a cool white DJ, right?
Right.
I guess I'd be more in the Stretch Armstrong lane, where you're like, how is this guy a DJ, right? You don't think so? Stretch Armstrong looks like, I love Stretch. But he looks like a nerd, right?
Yes.
Okay, and I'm sure he probably received this treatment, 1,000 times over compared to me, where he's from. However, so I was like, yeah, of course I know. And they're like, oh man, come on, man. Like, why did you could have said something? I'm like,
what am I supposed to say? Hey, I'm your DJ. I'm white. I'm hip. Like I'm cool. I'm hip to the game.
But yeah, I guess because I didn't say something out the gate. I don't know. But I'm glad it happened that way. It makes for a good story. I told it to them at the end of the night. Like, I explained everything with the songs, and they were like, yo, that's crazy. And yeah, Claudette is super cool, man. Just very approachable, and just easy to talk to. A lot of celebrities are, they can be short with you,
Yes.
Yes. And no, very cool. And what was even crazier about that night, not to make a long story longer, shout out to Nancy Siegel. The day before, I was in my car and I was listening to Sirius XM. I forget, it was like the Fly channel or something. and they played Caramel, and I'm rocking with it. And this section of my brain is going, you know, I know they're gonna play this version where they skip out Claudette's Spanish part, which I love, and they're gonna substitute it for the remix where it comes in like ding 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 ding. This city, I dun, dun, dun. You know what I'm talking about?
It's a joint and
Yeah,
yeah.
there you go. Right. So I know that they're gonna drop that. There's just like a version of that out, I guess. Like that's the way they used to play it on the music video. They used to play it like that on the radio after the remix that came out. I'm like, I know people like that remix, but I don't know. I want to hear her part. And I'm recording this. I'm like, watch. I go, watch. They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. And they did. I was so mad. And I recorded that. And this is literally a day before I did this party. I didn't
So you
know that
had a
she was
chance
gonna.
to redeem yourself, to redeem your need to hear that part, huh?
I guess so, yeah. But I didn't know that she was gonna be at that party the next day. And I
Right.
showed her and her friends that video. They were like, "Yo, you didn't know?" I was like, "No, not at all." And 100% I did not know.
That's
Crazy.
yeah. Well, I mean, Willenboro got some people.
So
Didn't know.
fast forward real quick. I know this is a lot of moving parts to this one. Fast forward to now. Okay, 3 years later, I do this party on Saturday. The day before that day, that party, my man Dre Ovalle made a post on Facebook where he made a joke about the song "What Would You Do." He had like I'd have
Yeah,
to read it, but you saw that, right?
yeah, I seen that. Yeah,
I was like, and I had noticed it, the day after. I go, bro, I'm like, me and Lou might just DJ'd that party where she was there. I don't know, man. The
it's the
connections are
universe.
crazy. Anyway, good party.
The universe,
Had my
bruh.
man DJ Lou Mike DJ Zenzo. He opened up, and because I was actually doing a Sweet 16 during the day, jumped from that, came over here out to Philly, went from Cranberry, New Jersey, all the way to Philly, and rocked out the rest of the night. And it was a nice mixed crowd as far as ages go. Um, it was actually 70th birthday, but when you're playing a 70th birthday, you don't necessarily have to keep it all old school because you have a lot of younger heads that are there. People in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, on and on.
Right.
But yeah, man.
That's
yeah,
also a difference I've noticed as well. When doing a like a elder party for white people, you usually stick to the theme.
Oh, you mean like as far as like that
Like if you're
era of
doing like a
music?
50th, 60th, 70th for like a white person, it's
Okay.
usually you kind of stick to that theme. In my mind.
Yeah,
From
I
the ones
agree.
I've done.
Well, I say early on, especially like the first hour or two, agreed. But you can definitely delve out and play, stuff for their kids or their kids' kids. You know what I
Right.
mean? But
And
yeah, I would agree that there's definitely more of a takeover as far as younger music's concerned at an older black party.
right, because it's almost like you're gonna have to DJ for everyone. Like even I know like even a young one, like the young crowd, like shout out my man DJ KVHD. I'm
You
doing his son's first birthday party.
nice.
So I was like, all right, let me get up on my YouTube where they take the rap songs and turn it into like learning songs. He goes, man, this party ain't for him.
Exactly. Definitely
Party
a
ain't for him.
one-year-old party is never for them.
It's not for him.
Yeah,
Like,
they
bro,
don't
he
know.
said, do what you come in and do what you do. It's for us. And I'm like,
Maybe you
oh snap.
drop a couple Coco Melon songs or
Right.
but overall,
So it was so y'all see, yeah, do you see how this worked, people? Do you see how this worked? Mike was where I was supposed to be, and I was where Mike is supposed to be.
supposed to be, yes.
Supposed to be. And
But
then
we were
it's
both embraced. We're both embraced in both
embraced.
situations.
Bro, I even asked the dude at Chesterfield Inn, I was like, let me ask you a question. He goes, what's up? I go, is it culture appropriating if I get cowboy boots and a hat?
Oh wow, you're going all the
Bro,
way with the gimmick.
He was like, "No, man, go get you a good pair of cowboy boots." And he broke it down to a science. I was like, "Is it true to fit?" He goes, "It depends on the material, depends on the brand. Just go to Boot Barn, go try on a couple pair." He goes, "See," he showed me his cowboy boots, his work boots. He was like, "See, these are a little these are a lot looser than my usual ones, but you get like the stiff ones, then you get the boot cut jeans." He said, "Man, go and get you a pair of cowboys." I was
Yeah,
like,
you could go maybe one day you'll DJ at Prospectors down in,
right. And
where's that,
then
like, Marlton?
yeah. And then like and it's just like being in those type of environments where people ask you where you're from. Um, and it's like I stuttered. He was like, "Where are you from?" I was like, I'm from Trenton, but I live in Bordentown."
Yeah, like,
So it's just like,
I'm from Memphis, Tennessee.
yeah, bro. So it's just like, because they had to throw somebody out. She got a little too drunk and wordsy. And
I
so
think you could
he was like, "Oh, you're from Trenton. I'm pretty sure you've seen a lot worse." And I was like, "Damn, bro." And yes.
well, yeah.
Yes.
You
But I
say that
said, but yeah, it was just funny, like, and then especially afterwards having those conversations with people. Like I never feel like I'm in danger or I'm being stereotyped or I'm being, venues like there because I've been there before and then
right.
they've seen what I can do. Like my first day I was nervous. I was,
Of course.
shaking in my boots, this big black dude walking in
Literally,
with a beard.
shaking in
Literally.
with your imaginary cowboy boots.
My imaginary cowboy boots that were
You gonna
flu
get 'em
game
though, for real?
12s.
You should. Yeah, you should, man. Cowboy Curtis.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. But yeah, it's I love
Yo,
it,
I
man.
didn't know. I didn't know Boot Barn was exclusively, like, cowboy boots.
You never been to
Yeah, I
Boot
was gonna
Barn?
I still haven't, but I mentioned something to Maureen. I was like, "Oh, yeah, I'll go to Boot Barn, I'll get some boots." And she goes, "They don't have your kind of boots there." She
No.
goes, they got cowboy boots." I'm like, "Really?" I'm like, "This
All
area
cowboy boots.
this
Yes.
area needs a store, an entire store
Yes.
that's the size of a sports authority to
Yes.
necessitates the need of cowboy boots?"
Yes.
Yeah.
And then when the Beyonce concert was
Oh,
going
yeah.
around, they were saying it was like they've been getting an influx of people coming in for cowboy. It's like it's Boot Barn. It's literally what it is. It's a country clothing store. Hats,
Yeah,
jeans, flannels, the trucker hats, cowboy hats. It's
hip
dope in
hop
there.
hip hop and R&B have, like, this, like, every now and then, like, flow of tapping into country for some reason. Like, I remember going to the Rough Riders Cash Money tour back in 2000
Yeah.
with my man Louis Rios, and, there was almost every girl, I would say, every single girl in the crowd had on whether it was, like, fall leather, cowboy hats and boots,
Was it because of
and,
rodeo?
I don't know, but that was just, like, the look. Like, Eve was wearing the cowboy hats, right? Like,
Yeah, she
they were
was
all,
wearing the
like,
cowboy
neon.
hats. Yeah,
They were,
rodeo ain't
like,
come out around that time. You did say
pink
2000s,
cowboy
my bad.
hats and aqua
Yes.
cowboy hats,
Yes.
and they all had, like, the snakeskin look, right? It was, like,
Yes.
every girl in that crowd had that cowboy
And
hat. I'm
then
like, "Man,
and
it's so
then
weird."
now it's like it's and the country community, they're very protective over their genre. And when they have an issue with like Little Nas X, Beyonce,
Mhm.
um, those cats,
Yeah.
I tell them if you don't want black people to do country music, then stop using hip hop and R&B elements in
Oh,
your
yeah.
country music.
And they are definitely borrowing it for sure.
So I don't want to hear
Morgan
I don't want to hear
Morgan Wallen,
808s in country music that Luke Bryan is singing on. Like I don't want to hear it.
they probably don't even realize that a lot of people, Morgan Wallen's got, like, trap beats on some of his songs.
Morgan Wallen's dope too. He's coming to the link. I might go see that.
Wow.
I might go get tickets to see that. Give me some boots and a cowboy hat and go out there and tailgate.
Boots on the Ground too is,
Boots on the ground.
this past year in 2025 was,
Do
like,
you think? Do you
one of
think
the
that's gonna go?
biggest. I think it's still hanging around, but I don't think it's gonna have like the lasting effect of say like the cha-cha slide, Cupid shuffle.
Do you know why?
Uh, uh, I don't.
Because of the
You
fan.
tell. Oh, the fan.
That was
It's
the
funny.
that was the thing of that song. That's it.
I saw a white lady do that for the first time recently. I was like, well, this song is done.
Yeah, Carnival Cruise. They put out a thing where they was banning people from bringing fans.
Oh, okay. So you think that the banning of fans
No,
is
no, not
gonna
the
hurt?
banning of fans, but it's just like it only makes sense really if you have a fan, and like not that
Right.
it became cool to carry those fans around. Like I did a party when I played Boots on the Ground, and a
Mhm.
girl
It
was
became
like,
like, yeah, fashion.
she literally told me, "You should have told me you were going to play this song so I can go get my fan." And I'm like, so I have to put on,
You
"Hey
gotta play it
guys, make
again.
sure you have your fans because I'm going to play Boots on the Ground later." Like, nah. So I played it again, but yeah, it's the whole fop, fop, like that's it. But it's just like other than that, and then it's a complicated dance in my opinion. Like the complicated dances don't last
That's
unless
true. That
unless you're
that's a good
in a
point.
line dancing community. Um, yeah, it
Anytime I see a group doing boots on the ground, I usually see somebody helping other people learning how to do it on the spot.
it's
So
like
that's a good
Jerusalem.
point. Yeah, that too.
Just like
Absolutely.
Jerusalem. Like it's,
That
people
that's a
still,
great point.
if like most joints you could play at a Universal party, when it's
Yes.
Universal, and then a lot of the joints, like you could play Cha Cha Slide, you can play Electric Slide, you could play the Wobble, you can play the Wobble was simple until they started doing the spin and then a turn and all the extra steps, to confuse the white people. But you can still play Wobble at Sweet 16s, high school proms, and stuff like that.
I
But Boots on the
I've
Ground,
seen
Jerusalem.
yes. No, there's too much going on, right? Yeah, with the wobble, I remember especially when it was hot, I feel like that there's a black way of doing the wobble and there's a white way of doing the wobble. And I was DJing at, Caesar's Toga Bar, and very diverse crowd. Somebody requested a wobble, so like, "Alright, cool." And you're seeing both at the same time, and it just looked, like, so chaotic. I'm like, "D
And
everybody"
do you
it was
notice
nuts.
like when they're mixed in doing different steps, they somehow like morph into their section? And then you
Yeah.
see like out of one eye, you see that one going, and in
The
the other eye, you're just like, what's happening here? Like what's or
What's
it's
going
just
on
like at
here?
Sweet 16s where everyone's facing different directions or proms. I get that at proms all the time. And
Yeah.
it's just like I don't usually like I don't get on a mic. Like it speaks for itself. Um it speaks for itself. So it's just like people be standing looking one way, standing looking at the DJ, looking the other way. So you kind of got to stop it and be like, all right, look, everybody face the DJ booth. We're gonna do this over again. Let's go. And
I've
then,
definitely done that where, like, I've started over, a line dance because people weren't quite organized. So if you do it on time, I feel like it's okay. You start at, on the 1 and repeat the song and go, "Alright, we're gonna try this again," or
yeah, right,
let's get everybody together," however you wanna, whatever
right,
words you wanna choose.
right,
But I feel like it's okay to restart a line dance if it doesn't quite get off the ground, properly.
right. Shout out to our brother DJ Spins for the Rich Baby Daddy Cupid Shuffle mix.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I've gotten some surprising looks from that one. When let Cupid Shuffle rock and then bing yep over, making people look like, oh my. And then I go into the original. But man, shout out to line
I just
dancers.
got a notification on TikTok the other day, like, it gives you those memories
Yeah.
notifications, like and, it had me playing in the video, I was playing Rich Baby Daddy, I was like, "Rich Baby Daddy's 2 years old already? Jeez."
Yeah, man.
Time flies. And
You
speaking of
meant
time, we were talking a lot about 2016, last week
see how our
because
brains work? Do you see how our brains work? I was just about to bring that up. I
you were
was
gonna go into
literally
that?
I was literally about to say, since you mentioned 2016, I pulled up the key hip hop songs in
Ooh,
2016.
look at you. Oh, should I pull up my playlist or what I'm not gonna like go full playlist on it.
Nah, but I'm
But
the
I do wanna.
artists: Drake, Travis Scott, Kanye West, Chance the Rapper, Ray Shermer, Future, Migos, Young Thug, Drum, Designer, Young M.A., Anime, Kodak Black, Schoolboy Q, and Anderson Pack,
Pack. Pac?
and
Pac.
Pack.
Yeah.
And out of all of those artists, and this is why Drake is Drake, he had the most hits in that time.
Oh, easily, yeah. I played a lot of Drake last week.
One Dance, Hotline Bling, Fake Love, Controller, Summer 16.
Oh yeah.
Travis Scott, Goosebumps, Pick Up the Phone, Wonderful. Kanye West, Ultralight Beam, Famous, Real Friends, Fade.
I didn't play any of those. Oh, Fade I like.
Shout out to the Fade video.
Off of that album? Or was that a Pablo? Life
I
of
think
Pablo
so.
album? Yeah, I
Ultralight
would
Beam
play
was my shit too.
I would play, Father Stretch My Hands Part 1. Yeah, that kills. Beautiful morning. Beautiful
Designer's on there
morning.
with Panda, so
I played that. Yeah, so yeah, I did Huey's nightclub last week. Now, shout out to the manager, my man Lucas. He had came up with
Lucas.
the idea to do a 2016 night, and I was like, yeah, I'm like, that sounds good, man. But then I did have a little bit of apprehension because sometimes the young heads, they can't always hold a theme, but so I got in there. I started. He was on a cruise last week. Uh, so I got in there. I started just going, yeah, all right, it's 2016 night, and I'm just playing. 20. I'll run down some joints I played real quick, like how I opened. I did Into You, Ariana Grande, 24 Karat Magic, Bruno, Fifth Harmony, Work from Home, Starving, Haley Steinfeld, a bunch of Cheap Thrills, 679, Closer, some Megan Trainor
Damn, he
joints.
played 679 early.
You can get it in early, and that was like a setup for that's kind of I usually mix that with Closer by Chainsmokers. Oh, Caroline, Caroline.
That's on the list.
Oh
Bad
yeah, that
gang.
kills.
Fine as hell. Thick as. Oh my god, that's my shit.
Best reaction tonight. I'll give you a couple. Again, by not Trapping, by Fetty Wap. Anything Fetty Wap, right now, especially. He just came home, but
oh yeah,
it was like a perfect combination of him, recently coming home, but then it also being in 2016. And like I said before, if you're doing a 2016 night, I think it's okay to play songs that were released. I don't think you need to be that strict as far as I think you can give a 1 to 2 year cushion on what songs you're playing. And a lot of his stuff dropped in 2015, but then it was still popular in the year 2016.
Yeah, so if it's popular in that year, or maybe became big in that year, or I just want to mention, it sounds funny hearing a white person say "come home" when it's somebody referring to somebody that went to jail.
Oh, I mean,
as
over
you
my
said
house.
it, I'm like, who am I talking to?
Oh, you know me.
I just want to point that out.
So since Fetty came home,
came home.
What was it? All right, let me get back to being white now. Ellie Goulding. Ellie Goulding's "Love Me Like You Do" was beast. And I was thinking, man, why don't I play this more often? I think I could. Yeah. Yes,
That's my shit.
Yeah.
Of course.
It was that 50 Shades of Grey.
Yes.
That movie. Yeah. That even Adele, Hello, I got a nice little redrum to that. So, it doesn't totally shut down the party. But I think I could even play the regular and they're gonna sing that song. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you line it up right.
Yeah. And I'm like, man, I can't believe I feel this good about 2016 music. Like, it just didn't connect with me mentally originally. And like, I like the idea. I always like a theme. I love themes. But then sometimes I get worried that, people aren't always gonna be on board. So here's the next funny thing, right? So Lucas just got back the other day, and we're texting, and I go, "Yo, man, that 2016 theme went off, man. The kids were on board, man. They loved it." He goes, "What do you mean?" And I was like, he's like, "Yeah, it worked out." He goes, "That's next week."
Oh, snap.
And he sends me the flyer where it's January 29th on it. I'm like,
Oops.
whoops. Well, I guess that
Whoopsie.
was the dress rehearsal.
Well, we're going to run it back. Now you know. Now you know.
Now I'm ready. I'm really ready.
Now,
Like I was
now,
ready, but there was some stuff that I was like kind of playing off the cuff and some things that people were requesting, which this is a part that I love. People knew to request, stuff from that era. Like they were up on that. And somebody asked for Juju on the beat. And I was like, perfect. And you know what I found out about Juju on that beat?
what?
Because I did my year check because I was like, that was a little hazy on when that came out. Juju on that beat was released on the day I got married.
Really?
Yeah, is that weird? I'm like, huh.
Look at
Anyway,
that.
yeah,
Juju
it's a
on that beat.
weird. Not
Juju
that
on
we would
that
have
beat.
played it that day, or I
Nah.
would ever allow that song at my own wedding.
Bruh.
And
Bruh.
yeah, I played "Hit the Quan." That was I think it came out a year previously. So we're right in that zone. But man, I forgot how much fun some of these records were.
I'm looking at the list now of key songs of 2016. And then like Closer's on there, One Dance, Cheap
Yep.
Thrills, Work, Don't Let Me Down, Can't Stop the Feeling,
Don't
Love Your
mind by Kent Jones. Nobody plays that anymore.
No. I was thinking
That
about that the other day.
the banger.
Or like almost and they ain't easy. Why?
Jordan Belfort. I still play that, but that goes off.
Heathens,
Black Beatles,
Black Beatles.
Broccoli,
Bang, 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 bang.
Cheerleader.
Haven't played
Somebody
that.
somebody requested for Selfie, and I like to try to throw that in the nostalgic sets. Like I think I try this every year. Now I try at least once, and it always bombs. I'm like, man, I don't know why. I just think it's such a weird novelty song. You remember Selfie?
Yeah. Oh
Chainsmokers.
God. With that one? No. What's the but first, let me take us up. That one?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And, like,
It's
with all the love for EDM of that era, which, a lot of spots I play, they love, like, stuff like Clarity by Zedd and, all the Avicii stuff, Tiesto. Nobody, when I normally play that, cares about that song. Like, they're like, it's almost like a groan. So, like,
they look at you.
I've stayed clear of that one,
How did
but
it
it
go
worked.
off? It worked?
It was fine. It wasn't, like, crazy. It wasn't like Again by Fetty Wap. That, like, it's on another level. Let me see what else. Time of Our Lives, Pitbull and Neo. I play that
Still
regular
play that to
anyway.
this day. Yeah.
Oh, Sarah Larson is huge right now. I don't know if you know that. Lush Life, you ever play that?
She was on American Idol, right?
She was on one of the shows. I think
Gotcha.
you're right. I might be. So let us
I was
know in the
watching her last
comments.
night and they mentioned her
Oh,
name,
did
so I
they?
believe that was it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let us know in the comments because like she's got a viral dance on TikTok, and that has reopened her like popularity all of a sudden. I'm getting requests for Never Forget You is that song. So I think that's the title. And Midnight Sun. So yeah, there's this revival of Zara Larson songs all of a sudden.
Hey man. Good. Let's go.
So I'm gonna run it back tomorrow. And I feel like I'm ready.
You're gonna drop some new joints in there?
Yeah, I think so.
So
Some
did you
stuff I
walk
didn't try.
away? Did you walk away like, damn, I didn't play?
Not really.
No.
No, because I played so many, and I know you. I hear that sometimes, in our group chat, right? Shout out to the Sinister Six. That you leave you leave the club or you leave the party a lot of times. Like, man, I just never got to that. I have not really experienced that feeling lately. I don't know why.
Because for the most part, people leave you alone.
Depends on where I'm at.
Yeah, it depends on where you're at, but you're in a lot of spots where people leave you alone. Like I've DJ'd in Huey's before. Like it's kind of hard to get to the DJ booth
Yeah. You do have to make a concentrated effort.
to get to the DJ booth, or just hold your
Yes.
phone up and put it against the
Yeah, I get the phone
bulletproof
more.
glass. I feel like I'm in a gas station, but
So I think
yeah,
we're ready, man. I apologize that we got out this survey a little bit late and we were dropping links like crazy this morning.
yes,
Uh, so we do have the results for the 90s rap survey, but unfortunately we only got 18.
yeah.
I
So
wanted, 25 is the max that we can hit, but I'm okay with it. I think
I'm
18
cool
is
with 18. 18
you're
is
cool with
good.
18.
So
I'm
yeah,
okay
so
with
what
that.
we're about to do is break down. Y'all know how it goes. Lean black, black, universal, lean white, white. We're about to break that list down for 90s hip hop.
Yeah, and
90s hip
we could
hop.
definitely do multiple installments of
I was
this.
about to
This
say
isn't
this is a series actually for 90s
yeah.
hip hop.
This
Because
is
looking
not a
at the
one.
survey, because we only put 10 tracks on there, very, very well thought out joints.
y- This is not a one-stop shop here. We're definitely going to revisit this topic, but these were 9 tracks that I felt are good party records,
You did 9
and
or 10?
I did 9. I think that the limit for the free version of SurveyMonkey is 9. They want to get you that because 10 is such a perfect survey number. They
Yes.
want you to buy that subscription so you could do 10 or more. And then we could also open it up to more responses once we do that. But with everything else, we agreed to invest along the way. So, as long as we keep the show going and people like the surveys, we're going to increase. We're going to drop a couple dollars into this, and
Yes, we are.
you know,
It's an
and
investment.
we'll do it.
But first,
But
before you do
for
that,
now,
I
yes.
want to say the intro music to the podcast is live now on Instagram, TikTok to use for sound,
Ah, nice.
and on Apple Music, produced by none other but DJ Big J.
I like it.
Hip Hop Therapy. Shout out to my man Tony from Chicago. That is my girl's best friend's husband, fiance. He actually put a verse on it already. I sent it to him, and he
Oh, look at
goes,
that! Look at that!
he was
I
like,
like that.
"You'll have it back in a day or two." So shout out to him. But it is live now. I did put it up. It's going to be on all streaming platforms, including
Oh, that's
YouTube,
fire.
and you will hear it at the beginning and end of our podcast. Yes, Lord.
Nice. I like it.
Let's go, Iron Mike. What you got?
All
I
right, here
know
we
what
go.
I
And
answered.
this
I want to see what other people answered.
this is the first time here. I'll refresh one more time, see if we got any new responses because some were still coming in. Let's see, 18. Okay, we're at 18. That's fine. We're gonna deal with it. We'll get out the survey earlier this time. The snow threw me off. So this is the first time I'm seeing a lot of these. All right, so we'll go down to
What?
the numbers. Digital Underground, a Humpty Dance, Party Classic 1990. This is very universal. And what are you reacting to, Big J? What
I
surprised you about these results?
I did ah it's not what I would thought, but
Where did you go?
I think I put black,
Oh, straight up black. Okay, yeah, I said
straight
leans
up black.
black, but
Huh?
there are definitely this song definitely has a fair amount of white appreciation. I mean, it was a huge hit, crossover in the pop stations, and Tupac was in this group, not on this song, but
So when I went through the list and I gave my answers, you know me, I separate us all.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
I separate. There's different, types of blacks, whites, any other culture.
Okay,
So when I seen this song, I was just like, it's black. I wanted to put lean black, but it was just like not enough white people in my mind, I feel, knows this song. If you didn't
Really?
grow up in
Okay.
urban areas, that's me.
Yeah, I mean,
That's how
this
I
is
take the surveys.
I think it was a big hit on MTV.
Right.
I saw recently with Digital Underground. I'm gonna put this in the playlist too, and yeah, look for the playlist of episode 2. I'm gonna post that as well today. Um, but did you ever see Digital Underground on Showtime at the Apollo?
No.
Oh, I strongly encourage everybody to check this out. So, who was it? Hanging with Mr. Cooper was the host, Mark Curry, and he introduces this group that comes out, and he's actually doing like the amateur round. Remember they would have like the amateur
Yeah.
round, and then they would have like the celebrities or the actual like the main attraction act would come on later.
Right.
So he introduces this group of dudes that come out with paper bags on their heads, and I forget what they call themselves, but it's really awkward. And then he's like, "All right, you guys are gonna do your song, okay?" And they go out and they start purposely like this awful track, right? The clown is even getting ready to come out. They're like ready to blare the horn. The crowd's booing them out of the building, and then they rip their paper bags off their heads and reveal that they're Digital Underground. And the screams, the crowd is one of the greatest reactions you'll ever
Crowd
hear.
goes wild.
The crowd and Apollo has some of the greatest reactions that you'll ever see at a concert or at a live performance, and it's great, man. You got to check that out.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Um,
definitely check that out.
anyway, yeah. So most of our esteemed colleagues and DJ boys and girls, they feel that this can be played at both a black and white event, and I agree. Even though I say it leans black, I think definitely played it plenty, especially if you grew up around 1990.
Right.
Humpty Dance was a beast, man, huge. Yeah, here we go. A New Jersey group here, Naughty by Nature, OPP. What
That
do you
pur
think? Are you
that
already reacted?
no, that purple pissed me off. But,
Oh, you wanted to talk about the 2 people that don't play Humpty Dance?
no.
Oh.
That's I get that part. But this one right here,
You're not surprised?
OPP, how can I explain it?
One.
I take it frame by frame it? What?
Yeah, there's one dude. Hey, not everybody, we're all different, right?
Right.
Um, yeah, if you get into a situation where you're playing old school rap or somebody says, play the 90's,
And you
uh,
don't play OPP?
phew, OPP,
What's wrong
man.
with you?
All-time classic. Mickey Sherrill just performed this, the new governor of New Jersey, just performed this Naughty by Nature at her
Yeah, I was about to say
inauguration.
they were on stage. They were on stage with
Yes.
her.
Yeah, that just shows she's got some seasoning in her cabinet, right?
Yes.
This might be the
And
most universally appreciated song in our poll
yes,
so far. Right?
absolutely.
Look at that.
Absolutely. I picked Universal for this one too.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I picked Universal
Definitely,
for this one too. Hold up,
definitely.
did
I
I?
love
Yes, I did.
cutting up that piano at the beginning, man. I'd do something mean to that OPP piano. It just sounds so perfect.
See,
All
when you
right, so
said the
good.
piano,
That first note, ding ding, that
yeah,
KG piano, man.
I thought of Uptown Anthem.
Oh, that
Ding,
too,
ding,
man. And
ding,
that's
ding,
that's
ding.
made a big comeback, or like that's been
Doom,
maybe it's just
doom, doom,
is that come up in
doom,
your algorithms?
doom, 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 doom. Yes, and I don't know
Uptown
why.
Anthem. Well, yeah, there's this like trend of people playing the intro, and they say something like, "Oh, I'm at a church" or something like that, but not really. And then Tretz comes rapping, but that intro it puts chills on, I'm feeling the goosebumps right now. That if you don't get goosebumps on the Uptown Anthem intro, man, I don't know.
Juice,
Uh,
right?
Juice, man, how important is that record?
Juice.
I used to I would watch Juice at a video cassette, and I would like I didn't have turntables yet. I would just pretend to scratch like DJ Q,
Suckers
air
get smacked up.
scratch. Suckers is smacked up. Suckers is smacked up. Yeah, man, I love that movie.
I'm biting my tongue right now
Yeah.
at these
All right, so
results.
Really? So we're moving on to The Choice is Yours by Black Sheep. You can
Yes.
get with this or you can get with that. And what did the people get with? It's very strong leaning into the black zone.
Exactly. That is
You're
no.
surprised.
This is universal. Universal. I've played this song for the whitest of whites. An
I think
engine number 9 on the New
they know
York
that part.
9.
They know that part, right? Because of Be Faithful, Fat Man Scoop, Crooklyn Clan.
Do you think
Um,
that's why they know that part, or do they really know
do
that
I
part
think
because they
young?
know the song?
I think it's a combination. I mean, that song's in a lot of commercials,
And I'm
and
talking about the whitest of whites, our age, not the younger generation. I don't play
oh
this for
no,
the young
our
folk.
age, know it because it was a beast. I mean, that was like
Right.
92. Like
That's why I
I'd be
think it's universal.
you'd be hard pressed to find a bigger hip hop single, right? At that time as an anthem. Were you I was thinking about this morning. Did you come to my 29th birthday where
Yeah, I was there.
you were there? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah,
That might have been the night we got pulled over.
no, different night. No, I didn't get that, you know. I didn't go that crazy that night for whatever reason. Um,
Yeah, I was there for that one. I think I was DJing.
yes, you're right. You're right. Okay, yeah, the Cookie Monster hat on now. I picture this. I have the
Wow.
photographic memory. White tee with a Cookie Monster hat.
Yep.
Is that correct?
Yes.
I was wearing the Iron Man t-shirt that night.
Let's not
Yeah.
bring that up.
Yo, shout out to Rel. Remember Rel?
Yes.
Relatainment. Rel promoted that one, and
Yes, I remember that.
I still feel bad from to this day for that night because Dress hyped up the crowd. He, like, totally stopped the song. I have this on YouTube somewhere. It's very dusty, grainy quality, 2009-ish video, and the audio is crazy, but, I do have it on YouTube somewhere, and, he, like, stopped in the middle of The Choice is Yours, got everybody on the floor, and they built up the engine, and number 9, like, and everybody was dude, going nuts for it, right? Rel he went in so hard on that jump that when he came down or just the way he did it, he broke his leg, like, at the party or, like,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I remember that.
I mean, if Rel sees this video, this episode, comment. I don't remember if it was, like, your ankle or leg, but he had a bad injury thanks to this song.
Damn.
Um,
But
but, universally appreciated is the number 1,
it
most voted
is.
on choice here.
But good,
2
good,
DJs don't play this.
good. Again, we listen and we don't judge. We
That's
won't be
okay.
those DJs. I won't be
I
those.
do I do feel that you have to play this if you're gonna play it from the top or, the first verse or whatever. I do feel like the age group has to skew a little bit older.
Yeah,
Um, I
absolutely.
think we were just talking about this a couple weeks ago. I was at Havana, and a 50-year-old birthday party came in, and there was pretty much all white group of guests, probably about 20 or 30 of them. And the birthday girl came up to me, and she's like, "Oh, can you play 90s?" So as soon as she said 90s, I'm picturing like this is a part of the stereotype that, you know, might get us wrong sometimes. So I'm thinking, all right, Real McCoy, Ace of Base, that kind of like 90s dance stuff. And she goes, like Black Sheep. And I was just like, what? Well, she looked like
What?
she could have been like a teacher or like a banker. You know what I mean? Like it was not, I did not expect, I was like, oh,
We
okay.
all do it, bro. We all do it.
So
Same
I
thing
said,
happened.
bet I am on it. I'm going to do that.
Thank you.
And, yes. Yeah. I
And
played
Nick
that.
will
I
love you
played,
for this. Shout out to my man Nick.
oh, Nick, Nick the bartender. Yeah, I think that was one of his favorite nights in recent memory. I got Nick stories for days, but we got to keep it rolling. Uh, I did play Hip Hop Junkies by Nice and Smooth after that.
Yes, Lord.
Tap the Bottle by the Young Black Teenagers. Because if you're a white kid, right? Right? If you're a white kid in the 90s, this is where my head goes. Okay, like, okay, you like Black Sheep. All right, what else do you like? What else hip hop records crossed over into your stratosphere, right? So one of the first songs that came up, and I bet a lot of DJs don't even have this in their crates. "Tap the Bottle" by the Young Black Teenagers. Bomb Squad produced them. DJ Scribble was in the group, and the Young Black
Scribble,
Teenagers happened to be all white. Very
bro.
interesting. But
I crack up every time you tell me that.
this is true, right? And I don't remember them really catching heat over it. Maybe I was a little too young, but I don't remember there being like any kind of backlash. I think
Because it
there might
wasn't
be
it
if it,
wasn't so politically correct or
right. Man, we didn't have Facebook and
correct
social
with
media,
no
right?
social media. So people in complete different states
But
across the country couldn't voice their opinions about how wrong and this is.
yeah, they were an act, very short lived. But
Yeah, black.
them, say like them, Third Base, not Vanilla Ice, not Vanilla Ice at all. But like, groups like that, artists like that prove that if you stay true to the art and you stay authentic to what rap music is, you can be accepted. And Tap the Bottle was one of those songs, and that went off. Now
Wow.
I know the younger heads that were there that night are probably like, "Ew, what's this?" But that joint slaps.
So remember, kids, tap the bottles by Young Black Teenagers
I'm gonna put it on the playlist.
for the white crowd.
But yeah, choice is yours. Apparently,
Universal.
mostly universal, but it looks like if you were to flip a coin, man, and you say, okay, are you gonna play this at a black party or white party? I'm gonna go black.
The
Who's
two
the
of
black
y'all
shoe?
that picked
What's the
lean
black?
white should have just hit Universal.
All right, here we go. Shoop by oh, did I write Snoop? Yeah, I was writing fast. Let's cover
Yeah,
that up. I meant
that threw me
Shoop.
off. But
Yeah, my bad. It's definitely not Snoop.
yeah,
I
Shoop,
was typing.
salt and pepper.
I was typing fast, man. Also very universally accepted. Um, yeah, I would say that this for me, I think Salt and Pepper, like for whatever reason, I feel like they lean white, like all their music,
Really?
except for maybe some of their '80s stuff, like the go-go stuff they were doing, like My Mic Sounds Nice. I feel like that's more of a blacker record.
Leans
But
white.
I feel like the reactions that I get when
Oh,
that I've
from the white.
seen,
Yeah.
yeah, man. I think Push It.
That's why I put Universal. Push it.
Yeah, I mean it's there, but how many times would you if you had an all black crowd, what song are you
I
gonna
would
play
play
Shoot?
that over Push It.
Oh yeah, yeah, of course.
Yeah, I would play that over.
Um,
Push It leans white to me.
I feel like Push It was so crossover that put them on the map.
Yeah.
Um, as far as like, to get that universal crowd and like get that white audience, because it's like it's such a dance record. Was
I
that
wanna know.
86?
Whew, I was 3.
Um,
Wow.
no, Shoop was 93.
I
But
know.
let's talk about Shoop.
Shoop,
Shoop, man,
shoop, doo, shoop,
I
doo.
always cut out. You have to cut out the men part. That's how that's an age check. All right, here's a DJ move, right? When who starts off that song? Is that Salt or is that Peppa? Is Peppa? I don't know. And she says, "Girls, what's my weakness? Men." I always
Yeah.
cut out the men because I need if that crowd doesn't yell out men, then the song is not. I can't finish it. Like I got to
Right.
mix out,
Gotta mix
right?
out.
And
That's the psychology, people.
psychology, baby. That I know. Not only do I know that people who are on board for that song, but I also know the age of the crowd, for sure. Because even though I mean that's in Deadpool, so like it's had some exposure for the young crowd, but I don't feel like the
It
young
didn't
crowd
catch on.
yeah, they didn't fully
It didn't
they
catch
didn't
on.
fully embrace it. But you got to play the rapper. This is a trivia question that, believe it or not, I don't even know, man. Name the rapper, the guy at the end of Shoop,
Couldn't tell you. I couldn't
right?
tell you if I
Neither
even
can
looked
I,
it up.
man. I know I've read it before. I know I've seen it, in the liner notes. But
I
he's he's on that list. I've been thinking about. Not that I think about it often, but every now and then I think about this list of mystery rappers, right? Famous verses that everybody knows, but you don't know who's doing it. And that guy, man, whoever that guy is, he's on it.
I have no idea, but I know with something was up with Salt and Pepper with their with them being on platforms. Like even when you type in shoot, it comes up.
Oh, yeah, yeah, they're dealing with
Yeah,
record
but
label,
like their spins are
uh
there, their streams are there, spins. But then when you go to view credits, there's zero. There's nothing. There's nothing under there.
yeah, yeah, no, a lot of their back catalog,
I
I
always
think
assume when I play shoot and then watching the crowd react, the white girls that are really singing it, and I might
uh-huh.
get dragged for this, definitely mess with black dudes. Definitely. Definitely. Have
There's,
had
I've
a
never heard that
black
perspective.
boyfriend or only mess with black dudes or have a mixed baby
Maybe,
running around somewhere. I'm sorry.
maybe. Oh, that's good. That's
I'm
good. I
sorry.
never thought about that.
I I don't
I
know.
never thought about it.
I don't know why. I don't know
If
why.
anybody knows the rapper and
Uh,
leave it
Good
in the
day.
comments.
Please
So
leave
where
it in
we
the
at? Yeah,
comments.
very universal, but I don't know, man. I feel like their music in general, and we'll definitely include some other songs on future polls.
So you're one of
I
the
think a
four
lot.
that leans white.
I think I leaned white on this. I don't remember how I voted,
I
but
lean
I think I
black.
leaned. Yeah, lean black.
So, so another one, another one. Um, I had not trouble with, but it was just like eh. And
Snoop Dogg.
shout out to the other two DJs that did. I didn't play. I don't play this song at the other polls that play Shoop and Gin and Juice.
Yeah, so they all play it, right?
Yeah.
Which is good. I'm glad. 72% Universal. Yeah, I think I chose Universal on this one from
What
what
do
I
you
remember.
What do you think I
Um,
picked?
I think you picked. Ooh, wow. I think you went Leans Black.
Yep.
Nice. Okay, why?
It's another one of those things, man. It's just like the masses of white people for gin and juice is like you had to either grown up in an urban area or you had a lot of black friends in high school.
Maybe. I feel like the song has had such a life, like it just keeps going.
Yeah.
And there have been like white cover bands that cover. I forget some like
Yeah.
that have covered this like done like country covers and
True.
pop punk covers
True.
of the song. So yeah, I feel like I love that intro, man.
Yeah, I
And
always
I played a video version. But I need a crystal clear version of it. I think I know people are gonna get upset at this, but a long time ago I ripped it off of YouTube. And
don't
in
say
some
that,
songs,
Michael.
yeah, yeah, I know the community gets nuts over that. Um, the sound quality for a lot of YouTube rips, I think are passable in most situations, unless you have like you're playing on a club system that's very clear, crystal clear,
Yeah.
where you're going to notice it. But my version that I love to play because it's got the video intro with like the video was different than the album version.
Hmm.
You know, it had that melody in the intro where it's like it's a little different. It's a little different.
Got you.
Um, I'll put it in a playlist. Um, it's
Yes,
different than the album for sure.
please do.
Um, I need a crystal clear copy of that. If anybody has it out there, operators are standing by.
But gin and juice is universal.
Yes, very much so. Hip hop in
Universal.
general is universal, but this was
There's
the
certain
topic.
crossover songs. Yeah.
Yes, this is the topic that won the poll on YouTube. And boy, man, is this the most universally appreciated? It's, okay, yeah, it's tied. So we're moving on to "Juicy" by Notorious B.I.G. Very similar results to "Gin and Juice,"
My bait
almost
song.
identical.
I
It's your what?
said this is my bait song.
Ah,
Hold up.
this is one of the few songs that Maureen can rap from start to finish.
I believe it. I
Yeah,
believe it.
smashed at our wedding big time. This is like one of the big joints of the night.
Like this is my baits. I've had I've done this in multiple locations, and the best reaction from a black person that I got was
Mhm.
at Killarney's, where
Oh, okay.
I'm playing this, and I cut it, and if you don't know, now you know, and I cut it out to
See if they say it.
see who says it. Similar to you at Havana, I did the same thing at City Streets. It was a table of maybe like 10 to 12 soccer moms, HR, eight head of HR, teachers. And I go in and I get into my maroon 5, I get into my white bag, and the lady walks up to me, goes, "What the hell are you doing?" And I'm like,
Oh, wow.
I'm playing to the crowd. She goes, "I don't want to hear this white shit." Mind you, she was white.
That's awesome.
"I don't want to hear this white shit." And I'm like, "What you want to hear?" She goes, 90s hip hop. Biggie, Wu-Tang, Tupac. I'm
There you
like,
go.
"Oh, thank you." And then I played this joint, and they're on the dance floor in front of me. And
You were
if
like,
you
"Say
don't
less."
know, now you know. And I cut it out, and they said it. And then like one of the late, like they all stopped, looked at me, and I go, "It's cool. You good? Keep
"Oh,
rocking."
we're sorry."
And they were
"Sorry,
like, "Oh,
sir."
okay." And they just went back to it. But yes, definitely universal.
Here
Lean white
here's a
is wild
question.
behavior.
I don't know, I think it does. I mean, I think I voted both because you could definitely play it in both scenarios. It's definitely not exclusively black, not exclusively white, and I'm glad that, everybody plays this. Here's a question. Do you let it ride to Super Nintendo, Sega
Yes.
Genesis? Because I feel like you have to, but now
I don't cut this song short at all.
it's
Ever.
hard, man. I'm starting to get to that. Now, weddings, absolutely, I will let it ride all the way, but some
Bars
of the
and
bars and clubs, it's starting to drag, and, like,
uh
we're starting to get to that point where young heads don't even know this song at this point. Some, not all.
sad.
This
Sad.
is one of the, like, 3 Biggie songs that, people in their 20s always know, but I don't I could start to feel it, like, you get stale in real time before we get to Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, but I feel like you need to play Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, that's
You
important.
have to.
Ooh, okay, is it the blackest song of the poll? Put your hands where eyes can
Ah.
see, bust rhymes.
Yeah, I went where do you think I went?
I think that you win Universal.
Nope.
Oh, okay. Did you go Leans Black?
Yep, leans black.
That that's what I chose. That's what I chose today.
Because it's you can still get it off. This is in my opinion the space of that 90s hip hop that this was so popular. Like this was on
Mhm.
MTV, being chased by the elephant, and then the doom 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 doom,
That
the
beat is
animated videos. Yeah, that beat is raw.
shout
But
out to DJ Scratch. I still don't
yeah,
know how he had the way he manipulated those drums. I could listen to it like if you listen to this sample by Seals and Crofts, Sweet Green Fields,
I
it
hate when you do
like
this.
I hear I can hear the drums, but it's like he took it and he made it just chunkier, better.
Oh,
It's
you layer it.
layered, yeah, but like I want to see a tutorial or like a video of how maybe he wants to keep
Yeah.
that a secret, but like the way he made that beat. That beat is
You
so
literally
tremendously
just
hard.
layer it. It's that's
Okay.
that's basic music production 101.
You make
Um,
it sound easy.
I mean, no, it's not, but it is. Once you understand it, it is. But it's like DJing. When you understand what you're really doing, it's easy. But when somebody go, "Hey, teach me how to DJ or teach me how to scratch," and shout out to our brothers Jay Tovin, the Lizard King. He always asks me, "Can you
Yes.
can you teach me how to scratch?" I'm like, "Bro, I don't even know how I learned how to scratch."
It's very much like
It's a feeling,
a
it's a vibe.
feeling. It's a feeling. Yeah.
And I got to
But
do that
this
tonight at the
song,
mentorship program. So,
oh, okay, there you go. Do it, man. But yeah, I have tried this in, predominantly white situations and it failed, failed you know, tragically. But if you have a universal crowd, you got some people that got a couple of them seasonings in the cabinet, then they're gonna ride with that record, I
That
think.
grew up around black
Especially
people in
that
urban
grew up
areas.
yes, yes, and in the 90s too.
Tr-
Uh,
Trenton Chambersburg area.
Rough Riders Anthem, DMX, 1998, man. What a year, what a record.
I want to
Uh,
know. I want to know. I want to know who's the one. I want to know who's the
who's not
one.
playing Rough Riders? Man, that's like you want a good, easy, cheap pop, you wanna see where your crowd's at? Just drop it right on the one. Da, 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 da,
Oh
da,
my
da,
God.
da.
Like, come on.
You will know where your crowd's at. You play Rough Riders Anthem.
Stop.
I love this song.
I put Lean
Uh,
Black.
I think I do. I think I went Universal. I don't remember. I really don't remember how I voted
I
on
had to
this.
screenshot. I had to screenshot because seeing it again, each question, there was no definite for me.
Right. It was tough.
So each
These are
question still has me thinking like, so I definitely put Lean Black for the simple fact that, you can definitely get it off at a predominantly black, all predominantly black parties. But then
yep.
you also can get it off at predominantly white parties. But I think the
Yes.
ratio of the reaction would be a lot higher at predominantly black parties. And I didn't want to go universal for that reason.
I agree with
Universal to
that.
me
Yeah.
is 50-50. If you're in an all white party, it'll go up. If you're in an all black party, it'll go up. That's universal
I
to
feel
me.
like they have to be in their 30s too if you're
Yes.
white, like 30s or older. Like for whatever reason. Once again, DMX music's been featured in movies, uh, but I don't feel like it's had that like. I don't feel like the younger crowd understand how big of a deal DMX was for about 3 years, from
I,
like
right.
maybe 4 years, from like 97, 98 until like 2001. Oof,
Right.
man, I mean, there was nobody in rap that was bigger than DMX at the time.
DMX
All
had
right,
it.
so our final song of the poll is "Doing It" by LL Cool J and LaShawn. And you're like, who? The girl that raps on it. Uh, very universal reaction
Do you
here.
call it? Do
Uh,
you call that a rap, or is that just like a bridge? Or like, I don't think that's a rap.
she
I
goes
think
back and forth. She goes back and forth
yeah.
with it.
Let's do no. I don't.
She's rapping.
I just look at that.
LaShawn was a rapper.
I know that, but I look at that as and it's because I've been in many recording sessions. And when people put together songs, they think, "Oh, this would be dope if a girl sung this or rap this." Yo, call up one of your shorties, tell her to come through and just say these parts for us. You get what I'm saying? Like,
She's spitting. I mean, she's dropping bars.
I mean, yes,
Uh,
it's easy, but this is definitely I went black.
you're just saying that because she's not in a music video.
I don't even know who she is.
Man, yeah, she had like kind of a life in the early '90s, and I think she rapped on a version of "Doing It," or I know there was a song called "Wild Thing" by Too Much. Which was the original rap song to use. "My Jamaican Guy" by Grace Jones. That was the sample for "Doing It," and it's very similar, like same kind of hook, that "doing it and doing it, doing it well."
Right.
Either she was involved in that or she did a version of it at some point. But she also had a song called "Open Wide," and I think it's called "Open Wide." I'm not gonna tell you what it's about, but go watch the video. It's one of the craziest. I'm not lying. This is one of the craziest videos I've ever seen in hip hop history. Like, it's mind-blowingly, offensively crazy. Um, anyway, so "Doing It," yeah, I can agree this super definitely leans into the black zone, but, if you got, some white people that grew up from the time I grew up, you went to high school in the '90s and "Doing It" came out, whoo,
Right.
banger
Funny
at
story.
the teen clubs. Yeah,
Funny story about Doing It. That beat was for Biggie.
I heard that. Yes. Yeah, and
So
he just never got around to it.
Rashad Smith was working with Big. It's a couple beats that LL had that was for Biggie. He produced he was producing Biggie's second album, and Biggie told him what samples he wanted. and Doing It was one of the beats. So Puff was slow on a deposit for the beat. And so Chris Lighty offered double.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. So the dude lied to Chris Lighty and told him, this is a Biggie beat. Puff is paying me X amount of dollars. I think he was only asking for $5,000, like up front for a deposit. And he told Chris Lighty, I think 10. Chris Lighty was like, I'll double it. I need that beat. And then he sold it to him. And then he said the very next day, Biggie called him and was like, yo, I need that beat. And he said, he said nothing. He goes, Big cursed him out. And he said he feared for his life. He said he was scared. He said Big never spoke to him after that. But he did.
I mean, that makes sense. You got the that Brooklyn chant in there. So that's why LL had to finagle that hook.
But can you hear Biggie on Doing It?
Yes. Yeah, because think about the records that were on
I get it.
Death.
I get
Very
it.
80s.
I get it.
80s heavy on the sample. Now we can't because LL made it so iconic. Right?
But so here's the thing, and it's probably because of my young brain. I couldn't tell you where that sample was from.
My Jamaican Guy, Grace Jones.
I understand you know that, Michael. And he says that in the song.
I got the record somewhere.
I know you do, Iron Mike. I know.
Did I?
But I couldn't. So that's why, to me, I couldn't hear. I guess I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to blend. I'm gonna have to do a Biggie blend with Doing It, the same way I did with Michael Jackson and Nori beats. But that was an interesting story to me. I don't think I could hear Biggie on that.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna do another 90s rap poll.
Hell yeah, bro. That was dope. I like that poll, man. I like that poll. Pause?
Pause. Yes. Okay. And on that note, I have to pause and I gotta exit. It's time to go pick up Milo.
Oh yeah. Let's go. So episode 3, Topical DJs podcast. And we out.